Bonjour, bonjour à toutes et à tous. J'espère que tout va bien. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne semaine et en plus, j'espère que ta journée était en fait super, le top. J'espère que oui. Eh ben, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire aujourd'hui et qu'est-ce qu'on va faire pour cette semaine? Eh ben, pour cette semaine, on va parler des fables. Pour être plus précis, on va parler des fables de Jean de La Fontaine. So, what are we going to be doing this week? This week, we're going to be talking about fables. We're going to be talking about, more specifically, the fables of John of the Fountain, Jean of the Fountain, John of the Fountain, and who he was, and as well as helping to define what a fable is exactly, and what it entails, as well as you all. I'm doing a little research to find out exactly who he is, and you all are going to write a paragraph write up in French, of course, about his life. And then within the second paragraph of response, you're going to pick one of the fables that he wrote, and you will have access to the book. Of course, the fable will be in English, but your writing response will be in French, okay, to help you better understand the fable itself. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, bonjour à toutes et à tous, j'espère que tout va bien. Et aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de Jean de La Fontaine et qui il est. Okay, and who he is. Be right back. Eh ben, je ne voulais pas parler beaucoup sur Jean de La Fontaine parce que, en fait, c'est vous qui irez faire votre petite recherche là-dessus. Ah ben, je vais vous dire un peu d'informations sur lui. Eh ben, il est né en 1621. Il est poète. Il est un des poètes plus populaires concernant les fables, qui est né en France. Et c'est tout que je vais vous donner parce que je veux que vous développez vos paragraphes sur lui. Mais ce qu'on va commencer, nous allons commencer avec la question: qu'est-ce que c'est un fable? Qu'est-ce que c'est un fable? So, what is a fable? Do you know? So, a fable is a story that is told, and it's generally written in the form where children can easily grasp the meaning of the story, but it's also read by the parents or the older, brother or sister or relative. So, in actual context, while it's being read to the child, it's also being read and understood at a greater depth by the parent or the older sibling or the relative. So both people are in fact getting the message that's being written by the poet. Okay, so what is a fable? Back to that again. It's a short story in which the characters are represented by animals, and but they have very lifelike qualities, so they mimic a lot of human behavior. Okay, and not only that, but fables also have a moral at the end of a story. So, what is a moral? Eh ben, je vais vous expliquer la définition en français. Ce que c'est un moral? La morale, c'est un ensemble de principes de jugement, de règles de conduite relatives au bien et au mal, de devoirs, de valeurs, parfois érigées en doctrine, qu'une société se donne et qui s'oppose autant à la conscience individuelle qu'à la conscience collective. Okay, Miss Lewis, can you translate that for us just a little bit? Okay. So basically, a moral is a group of principles by which you are judged. Okay. So it's pretty much a standard, right? A principle of standards, and ways to, behave yourself. And it's also a composition of contrasting the good and the bad, and the value of work, work ethic, just integrity, values, just a sense of values within itself. And at times it also has contexts that are tied to religious beliefs, that as well. But these values and these contrasts and these lessons that are learned, they are there to provoke a sense of consciousness, whether it is individual consciousness or consciousness as a whole, for as a collective group. So maybe just yourself, maybe your family, maybe your city. So basically, that's what a moral is. Okay, and all fables come with a moral. Okay. Which is different from a fairy tale, because not all fairy tales essentially have a moral at the end by which we learn, something. But fables are specifically taught to have these. Okay, so where is all this leading, right? Where are we going with this? Are we just going to sit here and talk about, who Jean de La Fontaine is? No, well, of course not. So for those of you who know me, you know that there's going to be, assignments coming along with this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into the breakout room, and first we're just going to have discussion amongst ourselves. We're going to talk about, fables that we know of, or maybe a fable that we've heard of, maybe our favorite fable. We're also going to talk about our experiences with fables. Maybe, what you learned while you were, in elementary school. So maybe that's where you first heard your very first fable. Or maybe you had a parent or a relative read you a fable. Or, for those of you that watched Bugs Bunny, maybe you've seen it there. Or, within other movies, over the scenes. And maybe you can relate and draw and connect to those regarding the fable that existed in the film. Okay, so we're going to go in the breakout room. We're going to talk about that, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, hold tight. And welcome back. Bienvenue encore une fois à la rentrée de la discussion. Nous sommes ici, on va continuer de parler des fables de Jean de La Fontaine. We're going to continue talking about, fables. Et je vois que nous sommes partout. Hein? Nous sommes partout avec l'expérience. We are everywhere with the experience. We have some who have never heard of a fable. We have some who have, remembered a fable, or have a favorite fable, or have even, remembered one from Bugs Bunny or from another, movie. And so I'm going to talk to you about one of the very famous fables that you are going to be reading about. And then I'm also going to mention another fable, which I'm pretty sure you've heard of. So let's start with the latter. The Tortoise and the Hare. So if any of you all have ever watched a Bugs Bunny cartoon, there's one in which a turtle is racing Bugs Bunny. And if you guys remember the story, the moral is to continue on, and that slow and steady wins the race. It's not necessarily who is the fastest, but the one who is consistent, right? And so that is the moral of that story. You didn't know that was connected to Jean de La Fontaine? You didn't know that the Bugs Bunny story was connected to a French poet? Well, now you know. Okay, and the one that we're going to be reading this week is Le Cigale et le Fourmi, the grasshopper and the ant. Have you ever heard of that one before? Well, let me just give you a bit of context of the story. You have one insect who is going about their day, and they are preparing for a winter that is soon to arrive. Of course, the story takes place in the summer. And when you think about your summers, what do you like to do during the summer? Do you like to work? Est-ce que vous aimez travailler? Ou est-ce que vous aimez détendre? Or do you like to relax? Right? So let's just say, you usually have the good and the bad. So, you have the opposites, of the other. So you have one who is steadily working, throughout the summer to prepare for the winter that is to come. And then you have the other one who is doing what? Yeah, you guessed it, right? Having the time of their life. And that's all I'm going to say. I want you all to read the story. I want you all to make sure that you pay attention to what is transpiring over the story, right? Because you're going to answer questions within VHL regarding the text that you read, okay? And then after that, like I said before, for your other homework assignment, pour vos autres devoirs que vous allez compléter, c'est-à-dire que vous allez décrire un petit bio, une paragraphe, c'est tout, de la vie de Jean de La Fontaine. So you're going to write a short bio, one paragraph, right? And everybody knows what one paragraph is for me. 6 à 8 phrases, vous allez écrire. So you're going to write. And then, dans la deuxième paragraphe, in the second paragraph, ce que vous allez faire, vous allez choisir un fable de Jean de La Fontaine. Ça fait pas de différence, mais ça ne peut pas être le cigale et le fourmi, parce que ça c'est ce que vous allez lire, en fait. Moi aussi, nous, je peux vous dire nous, que nous allons lire pour le devoir. Mais vous allez choisir un autre fable de Jean de La Fontaine, du livre que j'ai enregistré dans Google Classroom. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to read another fable by Jean de La Fontaine, and you are going to write a short summary, and you are also going to write what the moral of the story is. And please remember, this is all going to be written in French, right? I want you to go to Bon Patron to go over your writing and spelling and to make sure that it is correct. I want you to upload it. First of all, I want you to make sure that you put it in Google Docs. Then and give me commenting rights, right? And then I want you to upload it into the Google Classroom. C'est-à-dire que pour la deuxième paragraphe, je veux que vous choisissez un autre fable écrit par Jean de La Fontaine. Je veux que vous écrivez un petit résumé de ce qui est arrivé et aussi que vous inclusiez la morale de l'histoire. Je veux que vous inclusiez la morale de l'histoire. Et puis, c'est tout. Et vous allez l'écrire par le Google Docs. Vous allez le mettre en Google Classroom. Et bien sûr, donnez-moi l'habilité de faire les commentaires, s'il vous plaît. Je vous en prie. So basically, I just said, remember to make sure you give me commenting rights on that. Et si vous avez des questions ou des problèmes avec, vous pouvez, comme toujours, les mettre en Google Classroom et puis je vais vous répondre, bien sûr. So, no grammar lesson for this week. We are strictly working on fables and discovering who Jean de La Fontaine is. And I'm going to mention another writer that I'm pretty sure you're familiar with fables. It's Aesop's Fables. If you're not familiar with who he is, you can look him up as well, and I'm definitely sure that you've read some of Aesop's as well. Ok, d'accord. Bien à vous. Je te verrai la semaine prochaine. Et bien à vous. Au revoir.